Go. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And this subject is subject I think everyone can use because we all need sleep. We need sleep, but we want the best sleep we possibly can have. So I'm just going to throw some ideas at you. I have some others who are going to throw some ideas at you, also things that help them. I'll show you what helped me and what we do. And hopefully I have some great ideas for you that you will really enjoy. So first of all, what we want to talk about is basics. So let me just start with basics because these are probably some products that you have. And if you aren't doing it already, you might think about doing it in your diffuser. So my go-to, my initial basic blend in the diffuser at night. So why do you use a diffuser? Let me just start here. So if your brain is going crazy and you just need to shut it off and calm down. So these are two oils that I use. And the benefit of a diffuser is the Young Living diffusers go for 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. So what that means, it's the entire night when you're going to be needing sleep. You want that amount of sleep so that your body can recover. At least that option is there that the diffuser is still going. If you just put something on topically, you will synthesize it in your body. It'll be gone in about 4 or 5 hours. So then you might start waking up. But it's always a good idea if you're really wound up to put some oils on you before you go to bed, then put them in the diffuser. So Young Living has a linen spray that a lot of people really, really love. It's a blend of lavender and I think vetiver is in there, and they just spray it on their pillows. So that's a great start, but you also want to have the diffuser so that you can have the oils coming at you, keeping the brain shut off, maybe some white noise. Some of the diffusers have white noise so you can keep sleeping, that you're not just sleeping 4 or 5 hours, then you're wide awake. So I'll show you what I do in my diffuser. In the Young Living diffusers, basically 6 to 8 drops. Lavender is my first go-to, and cedarwood. So I put half and half of these usually in my diffuser. So that'll be about 4 drops of lavender, about 4 drops of cedarwood. Lavender works on every system, but especially your nervous system to calm you right down. So that is what lavender does. Lavender is a go-to for calming. Cedarwood will shut your brain off. So cedarwood is great tree oil and it's a very, very inexpensive. You can get, this is just a 5 ml. You can get the 15 ml. I think it's $13. So this is a great one to use on a regular basis to shut the brain off. This is what this oil really does. So this is my starter. But let's go to a little more advanced. Say that you're not getting the results that you want with lavender and cedarwood because everybody's a little different. And another thing is your body can get used to oil. So you want to change them up. You don't want to do the same thing all the time. So for instance, last night I decided, and I just like different scents. You don't always want the same scent coming at you, especially because you're going to have it going into your system all night long. So last night I grabbed this one. This is another super calming blend for Javen and I. We both actually totally calmed down with this blend. So I put 7 drops of this in the diffuser last night. So let me tell you what happened. We have lived in the United States now about 4.25 years. I don't think one night I slept all night long, but last night, sorry guys, let me get some more people in here. Last night, I actually slept the entire night, the entire night. So this is an amazing blend, peace and calming. So if you're going over the basics of lavender and cedarwood in your diffuser, go on to peace and calming. This will be a step up of a blend. And it's really good not to do the exact same thing every night. You want your body to be getting new input. They're working on your body in a different way, all the different blends. So this is just if you really need that nice deep night sleep. I couldn't believe it when I looked at the clock. I went to bed at 11:11. The clock said 11:11, which is early for me. and it was 6:15 when I looked at the clock again. So I went boom all night long. So peace and calming is an excellent, excellent blend. So what if you're traveling? It's getting to be summertime and a lot of us are heading out traveling. Well, if you're traveling, this is what I usually do. It's always good to have your diffuser. I ended up like, I didn't get sick, but I just didn't feel exactly right after one of the trips we took recently. And I didn't have my diffuser. So I blamed it on not having my diffuser with me. So of course, if you can take the diffuser, take the diffuser. You can take the cover off so it's smaller. But if you don't have your diffuser and you just want a put together blend, this is really diluted and it's made for children, but this is my go-to if I'm not going to have my diffuser at night times. This is called Sleepy Eyes. And a lot of parents use it for their kids, but I just put it around your head, put it on the back of your neck, put it on your temples. I put a drop under my nose. It's diluted with a carrier oil, so it's very safe for children. It's safe for you. Put it on the bottom of your toes. Sleepy Eyes. Sleepy Eyes is already blended, so you don't have to carry a bunch of different bottles with you. But what exactly is in here? I do believe Vetiver is in here. Let me go ahead and give you the oils in here. But this way you can just carry one. So it has lavender, it has geranium, it has Roman chamomile, it has tangerine, it has bergamot, it has sacred frankincense, it has valerian, and it has rue. So how many of you have ever smelled rue? R-U-E. It's in Rutavala. Anybody smell Rutavala? Okay, so what did you think of Rutavala? Would you like to share that with us, Lulu?
It's Rochelle.
Oh, is it okay?
I thought I would take a moment. Okay, it smells like grassy stinkiness.
Or rotten green beans or something like that. I mean, it is just the most not interesting scent you could ever imagine. But this smells amazing. I didn't even know rue was in here. But I have rue over there, and I was thinking of pulling it out tonight. And I said, I can't even recommend rue for you guys because it smells so dreadful, but it is a super sleep oil. One of those that I mentioned that is in that blend is Vetiver. How many of you know Vetiver? Any of you guys know Vetiver? Vetiver is something that should be on your monthly order if you need help calming. So Javen has something going on, some of you know, where he was shaking before. We took a drop of Vetiver and put it on his big toe, and we watched this go to that. It just stopped. So that is what this has. This works on your nervous system. And if you are keyed up and that is why you are not sleeping, Vetiver would be something to think about. But it is a super calming oil. It's not my favorite scent. It's not bad. It's like a super deep roots of a tree, in my opinion. That's what I think Vetiver smells like, but it's also not a very pricey oil. So this is a nice one to have for calming if you're watching the budget. So Vetiver is another way to go. So let me tell you how my routine goes. This is my sleep routine. And in general, I fall asleep, but it's the staying asleep that works with me. I usually always wake up 3, 4 in the morning, and then I'll roll around for about an hour, and then I go back to sleep. So when that is happening, I normally have had lavender and cedarwood in the diffuser. Maybe I'll start, oh, sorry about the balloons. Maybe I'll start with peace and calming now because I had such an excellent result with that last night. And then I didn't bring my Tranquil, but Tranquil in a roller. If you need to shut your brain off 4 times across the forehead. So remember that, write that down 4 times across the forehead because that was something my father taught me. And my father taught me that you needed to roll it. So this is what he said, Tranquil if you need to sleep. So then I was like, I tried it, it didn't work. And he said, did you do it 4 times? And I said, no. So then the next night when I was having issues, I did it just like dad said 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do you know what? I slept like a baby. So Tranquil is another one. It's a roll on. It's in my bedroom. I didn't bring it in here, but But if I wake up, that's the next thing I go to. I work on a cost-effective measure. I start with lavender and cedarwood in the diffuser because they're not pricey oils. And then I go on to my Tranquil. I go on to the Tranquil and I put it on my forehead. If I'm still laying there, we're getting into the heavy hitters. Anybody have an idea what my heavy hitter is? Any idea? What do you think, Claudia?
Dreamcatcher.
That's it. Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher. I have, this is not a defeatable oil. When you need to sleep, this is a pricey oil, but you only need one drop. One drop of Dreamcatcher will do it. So this is when we've got to the max and I'm still laying there tossing around. Dreamcatcher. This is the blend of so many amazing oils. Let me tell you all what are in here. I mean, it just works on the body in ways you won't even imagine. If you haven't got this, think about it on one of your monthly orders. It's starting out with sandalwood, tangerine, lang-a-lang, pepper, bergamot, anise, juniper, geranium, blue cypress, davana. So this is an awesome, awesome blend. So let me go ahead from this point and tell you guys there's just so many other things I want to tell you. Let me tell you why Roman chamomile is another one you might think of just putting in your diffuser. This is for your nervous system. This will just shut it right down. It is a very nice oil, Roman chamomile, not available all the time. So if it's in stock, think about it. So why do you think sandalwood would be an oil for sleep? Why is this in the Young Living blends? Anybody have any ideas? Why sandalwood? And where would you put it? If you just had sandalwood, sacred sandalwood itself, this works on the prefrontal cortex of your brain here. So you just need one drop. Maybe this will be what you do before you go to bed. When you want to put a little bit of oil on you, just to get that initial shutdown here, just across your forehead. Another thing sacred sandalwood is great for is calming the skin or wrinkles. So you're actually getting a skin treatment when you do this right on your forehead. This is the area of the brain where you plan, you worry, and you overthink. So if those are things that are keeping you awake, think about grabbing your sandalwood and putting some sacred sandalwood across here. Okay, so moving on, let me go ahead and show you a protocol that Young Living has. Did you all know that there is a protocol for sleep that Young Living has? This is called the Freedom Sleep Collection. What's in here is Aroma Sleep is in here, Freedom is in here, Inner Harmony is in here, and Valor is in here. So these are the oils that come in this kit. Aroma Sleep. These are big 15 ml bottles. Freedom, Inner Harmony, and Valor. So this is a protocol. So now if you're taking your sleep very seriously, let me go ahead and show you. It used to be that you had to buy these two collections together, and that was a huge expense. But now at least you can buy this collection by itself. So let me go ahead and show you the protocol that you would do if you bought this collection, how you would use it. How would you use it? So as you're looking at here, hopefully you can see it. Nope, let me move this so you can see it better. Hold on. So I want you all to make sure if you have a phone and you want to take a screenshot of this protocol, this is the Freedom Sleep protocol. It's a little complicated, so make sure that you get a screenshot of it. So here it is. You want to do this for an entire month, mornings and before bed. So you want to take that Freedom oil, the Freedom blend, and put 1 to 3 drops on the bottom of your foot. Then you take Aroma Sleep and you put a couple drops on the back of your neck. Then you take Valor and you put it over your heart. So if you do this, this is the sleep collection. The other is the release collection. It's another collection they had. You used to have to get these together, but now you can just buy the Freedom Sleep collection. So that would be the protocol for it. And try very hard to do this every single day for a month and then tell us your results. So this is the Freedom Sleep Protocol, which is a great protocol if you're having super issues with sleeping. So those are my basic oils that are my sleep oils. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little video. And this was about one of the supplements that I absolutely love. I did this the other day, so I thought I'll just play it for you. It is What Happened. So let me go ahead and play this for you. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Hey everyone, I just thought I would relate something that happens here. We sit in the line to get fuel at Costco, so I've got time. So I want to tell you all about Young Living's ImmuPro. Have you guys heard of ImmuPro? Well, I did a scan on my husband and he needed ImmuPro. So the guy, he does tend to be tired a lot. He got up, he ate, I gave him the ImmuPro. He went back to sleep for the entire day and slept the entire night. So there is more melatonin in ImmuPro than Sleep Essence, but maybe a little too much for my husband. There's wild mushrooms in there. It is great for your immune system. So if you sleep, of course, your body is able to rest and feel better. That definitely worked for him. So ImmuPro is great if you want to try it for your immune system, building that up, or even you need a great night's sleep. Let me know if this helps you too. Everybody's different, but I think you're going to love ImmuPro. Have a great day. Okay, so that was the story, and this is our ImmuPro. They're a chewable tablet, but this is something, if I ever feel something a little bit going on, I take this, but this also is full of melatonin that works with your system. So that is basically what I wanted to show you guys. I have something else later on another subject, but Claudia, did you want to share a few things? Maybe before Claudia, I think Heather and Lisa wanted to share something too. Let me let them go first, if that's okay. So between you guys, whoever wants to go first, Heather or Lisa. Okay.
Do you want me to go?
Sure, go ahead. Yes.
I'll just be quick. I'll be quick. Sleep Essence. Okay, so now we're dealing with a different system. What it does have in it that's different, and it's interesting how you were mentioning the Vivitar, the things that were in there. I'm going to just read what's in it so that you can understand a little bit more. I have to get my, can you believe I got to get my, when you were talking about that Vivitar, it is in here. The thing that's different about it is it also contains a valerian. And when you're dealing with that, that is going to be something that's very different, works different in your body. It is a natural root. It's a little stronger than, because you take it internally. 30 minutes before you go to sleep, take 1 to 2 capsules. I did have to take one last night because I had to get up early at 5 and do a bunch of stuff like that. I needed to sleep really good. Went to bed early. I had trouble falling asleep. So I took this and it really works great. Again, before bedtimes, it will help promote the sleep. You fall asleep faster. Lavender, which helps promote restful sleep. And then things you mentioned, it supports the body's natural sleep rhythm, and it promotes well-being because in conjunction with a healthy lifestyle. So what that means basically is that you've also got to have a pattern of putting yourself to sleep like we're babies. We have to go back to, did you get enough exercise during the day? Did you eat well? Did you set your room up so it's quiet and cool? Put yourself in your pajamas, get all your electronics out of the room. Sometimes people use those little calm apps that play white noise or green noise. Or my daughter played one and it was literally, she's on here today too, but it was like a rhythm where it started off this and then it goes into rainfall and then it goes into windstorm in the morning, and then by the time the morning comes you hear the birds tweeting. Well, what that does, again, it's our natural rhythms. When we're popping up at 3 in the morning and our brain is racing, Getting past that and shutting your brain back down is so important, because when you lose those hours of sleep, you need 5 consecutive hours of uninterrupted sleep to keep your sanity. And that's when we start losing our ability to think clearly and everything, when we get interrupted sleep. It's great if we could sleep 7-8 hours with no interruptions. It becomes more and more rare as we get older. So that's why this is important. I think it's a great, like I said, the protocols used, I think, work very good. Lavender is something, again, in it that's going to keep that restful sleep. It mentions the tangerine, and I was trying to figure all that out about what is in that, because it was also in some of the sleep things, and maybe someone could talk about that a little bit more. But and maybe Claudia knows what the tangerine. But the thing I have to say is, when I need it and I take it, it works really well. I recommend it for travel, because sometimes it's hard to take if you're taking all those oils, it's easy to just take a tablet. They're expensive. They end up being about almost $1 a piece, close to. So you really want to think about, sometimes when you travel and your rhythm's off, you do need this. And so it's just a good something it's a little stronger, like I said, than some of the other things if you need some serious sleep. And
thank you, Lisa. Yeah.
Maybe Claudia could talk about the tangerine. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Did you want to insert something on the tangerine before we go to Heather, Claudia?
The tangerine, the citrus oils, what they do is they clean out the liver. If your liver is clogged up emotionally, you don't sleep, or you wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock. Tangerine, the citrus oils, if you don't have tangerine, reach for citrus oils and apply to the liver so it starts releasing garbage, and you'll see your sleep cycle changes.
Thank you. Thanks. Heather, did you want to share something with us about sleep?
I didn't get very long to think about this, but I'll just share what works for me. I don't really have issues with sleep. Once I fall asleep, I'm pretty out. So I don't need any of the supplements, I feel like. But I would say that sometimes it's like hard to settle down and go to sleep. So a lot of times what I've found to help me is that I have to first evaluate, like, why am I not going to sleep? So sometimes it's like after a long day of work, I'm really tense. And so if that's what's going on, I like to use one of my peppermint rollers or deep relief wherever I'm feeling it. Usually it's like in my shoulders. If I feel like I can't shut my brain off, then I like to use Valor. And another one, I don't know that this is like a sleep oil at all. Gathering is like one that you would normally use when you have people over, but I think since it has the Royal Hawaiian sandalwood and the frankincense, it really does kind of settle me down. Even my husband, when he walked in, he was like, what is going on in here? It smells so good. We were both like so calm that night whenever I had that one going. So that's kind of a new go-to. So sometimes those oils, you can use them in different ways. That one's really calming to us. And the peace and calming, I agree with Chris. That's the one I go to as well. If I just feel like I've had too much going on and I need this, the stress is too much. I need the peace and calming. And I like to apply those. Like sometimes we diffuse, but with the Valor and the peace and calming, I prefer to like do the scent tint and put it on my body. And it seems to work even better for me that way. But those are just my little things I like to do.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. And that's good. I mean, if you're not one who pops up in the middle of the night, then you don't need to make sure you're diffusing it. But that's with me, I fall asleep, no problem always, but then I pop up. So that keeps me from popping up, just putting in the diffuser. But of course, I don't do it all the time either. Okay, Claudia, what do you got for us?
So a lot of us, for women, I really appreciate Lisa Gadino's explanation. If you don't sleep deep 5 hours, everything else will start falling apart. So I want you guys to really analyze, really look inside as to why you're not sleeping, because it might be hormones. So this is something that I do. If you are in your 30s, 40s, and you feel like a shift is coming on, and when you get in tune with your body, you'll know. And if you don't know, Remember that Chris is available for scans and I can do scans remotely. But I use Progessence Plus and I could show it here without saying anything. So I'm just going to show you what I do. About 4 to 5 drops before bed sublingually, the Progessence Plus. And then the other ones that are my favorite, Vetiver, the Calm CBD, the Soothe CBD. They're easy at nighttime if I don't have time to grope, or even the kids' sleepy eyes, the roll-on around the ear. And I could put Vetiver here. A drop of Vetiver is like honey. And here. And this usually, the CBD usually takes me out. My sister-in-law with the CBD, because she has to do a sleep apnea thing, her doctor was able to record how deep the sleep was. Because remember, if you sleep shallow, you're not turning everything off. You're not hitting the reset button. But if you go down and below, deep, deep sleep that your body can reset, restart. Have you ever gone to bed with such a massive problem? But if you get a good night's sleep the next day, it's like, oh, okay. I know the solution, or maybe it puts the problem in perspective because you had a good night's sleep. You had a good night's sleep and you're able to see what the solution is. So those are just some of my favorites. Vetiver, a drop of Vetiver. It's thick like honey. It's not expensive. I put it right there where you see me glistening, and a drop on my head. And I love where, you know, if you girls brush your hair before bed, a drop of frankincense through your scalp. The oils that Heather mentioned that have sandalwood and frankincense together. Anything that's applied to the brain, dream catcher. Because if your brain is on, then put oils on the brain to stop the voices. Not the voices, you know what I mean. The buttons, the lights, the conversations that are taking place. Shut it down. Rub yourself on your scalp. Rub your ears. Rub the back of your neck. Rub your toes if need be. Whatever you can do to help your body let go. The citrus oils through the day, if you feel you have anger issues, if you have resentment, if you're dealing with a lot of emotional trauma, citrus oils on the right side, under the breast, throughout the day will help the liver to decongest, whether it's from chemical or from emotional baggage. And then you won't wake up at 2, 3. You'll be able to at least go for the 5-hour sleep cycle. And if you get to 7 or 8, then you really have done something for your nervous system, for your immune system, for your hormones. Your hormones need sleep. If you don't sleep, you can feel, honestly, emotionally out of control. So that's what I have. That's what I brought. This is one of my favorite subjects. And you guys can switch it up as often as you can. You can make certain practices, a nice warm bath with Epsom salts, starting to decompress a couple of hours before bedtime. Because a lot of times if you're rushing, you're like, okay, it's 11 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to go to sleep. Then comes 12 o'clock. Then comes 1 o'clock. Then for me, what happens at 2 or 3 o'clock, if I'm still awake, my body gets a second wave because your body thinks, oh, she needs energy. And then we're in the danger field. So decompress. Try not to eat dinner too late. Try not to have a heavy meal. Do whatever you can so your digestive system doesn't have to work overload and keep you up with all the stuff that's happening with your gut. You know, those are just little tips of the trade to be able for you to get on that sleep cycle for wellness.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So does anyone have any questions that you would like to ask? I can't quite see everybody here. But I want to say thank you guys very much for coming. We always appreciate having you. And next week, Rochelle is going to be doing DIYs for you. So that's what's going to be happening next week. Any questions, first of all, before I go on? There's one other thing I want to share with you all. If you need help getting some of these oils, just let us know. We're happy to help you out. But How many of you have heard that there are new spring scents, a new spring collection available? Anybody get any of that collection yet? Because I haven't. I don't know if any of you have. But let me go. Oh, did
Lisa is.
you?
Well, I was looking at it. It's cart only.
Right.
So
It's like
it's
that, yeah.
Next month it'll be available. Next month.
Yeah. So this month it's like a point. So yeah, I am looking closely at those. They look wonderful. Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody on our team did get it, and I want to share. I'm really sad. After I saw her little video, I was so sad I haven't ordered the spring collection. The spring, each season, each 3 months, there's special scents to diffuse for that season. There are blends made for that season. So now these are for spring that have come out. I have the summer, I have the winter, but I wish I had got the spring so I could tell you what I think about it. Because I can't, let me go ahead and share with you what somebody on our team has to say about the new scents. Let's see if we can unmute her.
So excited. It is the new Simplified collection by Jacob and Kate. You guys know I am obsessed with all of these oils. They have become a household favorite here because anyone can use the diffuser. You don't have to guess to what might go well with each other. Young Living does all the work for you. What I really like about this collection this time around is these are all really great for emotions. And you think about it, spring brings spring showers. And in New England, I know you guys all know about that all too well. That seems to be the only kind of weather we've been having here in New England is rain, rain, rain. Of course, that brings May flowers. So we're excited about that part. But man, has the weather been brutal here. So with that being said, I want to smell these oils in front of you guys and give you my take on them. There's only been one set so far where I was not crazy about one oil out of the 3. Every time Young Living seems to hit it out of the park as far as these blends, and they all smell like those kind of candles that you used to love to get at either like Anthropologie or Bath and Body Works. A lot of us love candles, and so this is a way of us being able to diffuse, and it makes it a lot easier. Honestly, if you haven't tried this collection yet, I would say give this one a try, and I'm sure you'll love it just as much. Okay, so the 3 that we have, by the way, the packaging is spot on. It's so pretty. Like you'd want to leave this on your counter when guests come by because it's pretty. Sometimes essential oils are packaged very like medicinal looking, which is fine because that's why some people are interested in essential oils, only the pure ones. But these are just so pretty. So you wouldn't mind leaving them on your coffee table or maybe on your table that you have your diffuser on. Okay. So the first one's Mona Fields, and right away I know I'm going to love it because it has this deep color in it, which tells me it must have blue tansy in it. I'm so sorry. I don't have all the oils in each one. This is just strictly for reaction purposes. I don't have all the oils, but I can definitely get those for you if you're curious, or you can go on youngliving.com and check out the new set yourself. So I went to Mona Fields. Hi, Farah. I went to Mona Fields a few years ago, and I fell in love with the fact that you could smell all of the lavender growing there. It's really pretty, very tranquil place. And it's amazing. It reminds me a little bit of Valor. So if you're a Valor person, you're going to love this blend. It's really pretty. I actually think I would use this more as a perfume rather than diffusing. Yeah, and blue tansy is really good for your skin too, by the way. A little side note. So it has that nice rich blue color and it smells beautiful. Really strong, actually. This one's a super strong one. Sometimes these collection oils are not strong because they have a little bit of a lighter scent, but this one's super strong. So you only need a little bit. A little bit will go a long way on that one. All right, the next one is Pompeii Sunrise. And I wish I got Daniela's reactions on these. She actually just left with friends. Otherwise, I would have gotten her to take a sniff with me because I love her reaction. She's always like really animated when she smells oils for the first time. She'll let you know whether she likes them or not. Oh, thank you, Farah. I just got it cut probably a month and a half ago. It's already outgrown. Like some people are like, I love your haircut. I'm like, oh, it's actually outgrowing, which I like. I like this length a little bit more than the shorter hairstyle that I typically get. I've gotten. Anyways, digress. Pompeii Sunrise. Ooh, this is really bright. It reminds me of candy, like maybe a Starburst. Really, really nice. This is going to be nice in the diffuser. This one here is going to be great for springtime diffusing. That is delicious. Very citrusy and bright. Love it. That's going to be great. And the colors on these are also pretty. Like this one here, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but look at how rich and dark in color that is. And what I love about these is these are pure essential oils. You're not dealing with fillers. So it's not like this is a dye. This is real colors from plants. Like this is plant juice. All right, now last one we have is Tanetian Blossom. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And this one reminds me of pineapple. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what's in these. Obviously, there would not be, I don't know, Farah. I'm like, this is like going to be the worst live ever. This is just reactions. I actually didn't do a whole lot and I don't have my glasses, so I won't even be able to tell you. But they're very citrusy. This one and the last one's very bright and clean. And this one just reminds me of pineapples. Like it reminds me of a tropical drink. So this would be really nice in the diffuser too, or as a personal perfume. So my favorite out of the three, I think, is going to be the Mona Fields. So again, if you like that like Valor smell, you're probably going to gravitate towards this for personal use. But I think these two are going to be amazing in the diffuser. So that's my take on the new set. Hopefully you guys grab it. And if you want a discount code, reach out to me. Have a great Friday, guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. Bye.
Okay, so that's Kim.
Look what came in the mail today. I'm
sorry,
so excited.
sorry.
It is the new Simplified collection by Jacob and Kate. You guys know I am obsessed with all of these oils.
Okay. She was starting over again. Sorry about that. But that is Kim's take on the new spring collection. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know. I'm going to say goodbye to my recording so we can chat privately, but have a great evening. See you next week.